We have already discussed that OSI 7-layer model is a theoretical model, but TCP/IP we discussed, it is a practical model, 5-layer model. In OSI model we have 7 layers, in TCP/IP model we have 5 layers. Now, in the transport layer, we are discussing about the transmission control protocol TCP. It works with the internet protocol, that's why we always write TCP/IP. So this transmission control protocol is a internet protocol suite. It belongs to the suite of internet protocols. It makes the internet to work with a reliability. What is this reliability? We already discussed router function is to route the packets from one computer network to second computer network. When the router receives many packets, it might not able to send all the packets to the second network. There is a chance for the loss of packets. And the router might not be able to send all these packets in the same order. Why? Because a router will send all these packets in different routes. In the same way the packets received by the router, it is not sending in the same order. It sends in different paths. These packets will receive fastly, there is no problem. But the order may change. Two problems are coming. One is, there is a chance for loss of the packets. Second one is, packets order may change at the receiving end. Now sometimes these packets duplication may come. That we will discuss later. So what mainly we discussed about the two problems. What is the first problem? Packets loss. Second one, order. So the transmission control protocol will take care about this. If there is any loss of packets, the transmission control protocol will ask for the retransmission of the packets. If the data order, packets order is not in the same way as it was sent from the receiver, then the transmission control protocol checks the order and it will try to resequence it. But sometimes when it asks for the retransmission, the packet might be received by the receiver. Example, I am asking for chalk piece. 2 persons went, by that time 1 person already brought, second person is bringing again. Retransmission, when it happens, sometimes the packets may come in the duplicate. At that time, that duplicate packet should be discarded. That should be done by the TCP, Transmission Control Protocol. Now it is checking for there should not be any loss of packets. If there is any loss of packets, it is asking the sender to retransmit again. It will check sequence. And third one, if there is any duplicate packets, then it will discard those packets. This is what making the internet as a reliable connection. Whatever the packets we are sending from one computer network, in the same order that should be received by the second computer network. Okay. So this is reliability also giving chance for the flow control. In the TCP, not only it is making the internet connection as a reliable, it is checking the error. For error detection, it is using cyclic redundancy check. For error correction, it is using checksum. Even after that, still packet is not able to retrievable, then it is asking to retransmit. Loss control. If there is any loss of packets completely, then it will ask for the retransmission. Sequence control. If the packets are not received at the receiving end in the same manner, it will check the sequence and it will put in the sequence. Duplication control. If packets are coming in the duplication, then it will discard the duplicate packets. Next one is point-to-point communication. The problem with the internet is we are asking data from other computer network. The other computer network may be in the America. In between there are many networks are there. So TCP is making the communication between the port to port, means source and destination for each TCP connection. Example, I am taking the data from the Google. Now from here, from this LAN network to directly to the Google network, Google company network, TCP is connecting a link. So this is what we are calling as point-to-point communication. Here the point is source. Means here in this case I am the receiving end, Google is the source. I am asking now, so I am the source and the Google is the destination. Example. Point-to-point communication, there is no confusion because here the point is my side I am using LAN. There they might be using wide area network, but these two networks we are establishing point-to-point communication. The communication is full duplex. Okay, I can upload some documents in the Google Mail and similarly I can download the data. Simultaneously I can do this. And this is connection oriented. The connection is not physical connection. I am not establishing any physical connection with this LAN, with the WAN of the Google. This is a virtual connection. The virtual connection is connected by using a software. When we are by using this connection only, the messages will be transmitted. So here in the connection, it will take care of three things. One is establishment of the connection, transferring the data in the form of the packets, termination of the connection. If the packets correctly reached by or not, if the packets are correctly reached or not, that will be known by using the receiving end's acknowledgement. Positive acknowledgement or negative acknowledgement. So the features of the transmission control protocol are reliability, point-to-point communication and connection-oriented communication. A reliable communication, no loss of packets, no change in sequence of the packets from source to destination, no duplication in the packets, no error in the packets. Then the packets received by the receiver are reliable. Means the same packets we transmitted, same packets we are receiving. Point-to-point communication, port-to-port communication. Next, connection-oriented communication. Virtually we are connecting. These are the features of the transmission control protocol. This is making the internet reliable. Internet, we are connecting billions of the devices. Hundreds and thousands and lakhs of computer networks. But these computer networks are connected in internet because of the transmission control protocol only. Internet is reliable. If there is no transmission control protocol, there is no internet. Definitely, to send the data from one network to another network, we require router. But this transmission control protocol is making the router to do this work efficiently. This is the protocol, that is the hardware device. Router is a hardware device. Its task is to route. Its task is to give the routes. TCP task is to make the data, whatever the one computer network is asking from the another computer network, that data should be without any errors. In the same sequence it should be sent, the same sequence it should be received, and in the error-free manner it should be received. These are the features of the transmission control protocol.